time to change the subject for just about 60 seconds.
Welcome to the Rat Hole. We are live. No, that's not the button I wanted to push. That is also not what I wanted to do. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, is it? That's not what I need. That's not what I need. Where is what I need? That's what I need. Hello, everybody. I'm going to be playing Spelunx today. This is Spelunx is a 1991 Broadband and Cyan production. This is a follow-up, not a follow-up, but a later game, still pre-Mist, but post the Manhole, post Cosmic Osmo from Cyan. I've never played this before. I played about 5 minutes of it just to test out the ROM file. And now I'm here. It's going to be a fun day. I am tired. I'm just sort of meh. It's been a day. It hasn't. It's I don't know. My roommate usually does their weekly grocery shopping on Sunday mornings, usually around when I wake up. So I heard them leave, and my brain went, it's Sunday. Well, it's not Sunday. It's Saturday. So my whole weekend has now been thrown off because I've got an extra day in here. But to benefit that, I'm here with you. And I'm sorry for being late. I wanted to wait for the Paint Slinger premiere to end. Paint Slinger was doing Party Panda Pirates, the pirate ship, and it turned out looking absolutely stunning. But his fourth episode on it ran a little bit longer than anticipated. I forgot that it was just over an hour. Otherwise, I would have set this to go at 1:15, not 1 o'clock. Actually, had I remembered it was Saturday and that it was premiering, I probably wouldn't have even done it. But yes, here we are. And that is the pirate ship from Party Panda Pirates, painted up by James the Paint Slinger. And it looks incredible. I haven't had a chance to snap it together. I've only just looked at it very briefly. But oh my God, I cannot wait to play this game again, just so I can actually play with the now painted version. But it is Saturday, not Sunday. What is going on here? But I logged into a second computer, so suddenly I've got 8,000 notifications coming from that computer as well as this one. I don't care about any of this. Do I care about any of this? I don't think I care about any of this. I care slightly about this. But yes, I'm aware. I've been following this comic called Pineapple Head. and it's very stranger. There's no real plot. It's like a plot a day, plot every couple of days, and it's just adorable. Pineapplehead.daily, but that's the only notification that I got that I give a about. Anywho, again, thank you for joining me here on the Rat Hole DOTCA. That's the rathole.ca, but YouTube and Twitch don't like URLs in their URLs. And today we are playing Spelunx. Where did that... Oh. Bloop. Spelunx. As I said, this is post-Cosmic Osmo, post the manhole, pre-Mist from Borderbrund and Cyan. And we're going to go like this. And then we'll go into that particular file, and we will start this thing up. Slowly but surely. I still love that it doesn't just open the game, but it opens the entire Mac operating system. It entertains me. Yes, I'm doing yet another video game. What the heck? I have been in I still want to stream, but I haven't been in a board game mood. I've got Canopy Evergreen sitting over here that I've been trying to get my head around. Here we go. Hey, timescales. So Spelunx, again, was built in HyperCard. So it's a unique point-and-click adventure. I have, like I said, I've only played about 5 minutes worth of this, just to make sure that it did in fact work properly. Don't care. Macromind Director, which is still just HyperCard. Borderbund, Cyan. Oh, hold on. This is wrong. I can't actually do that. I also can't hit quit. Stop. I have to refresh this. I just realized that there's no sound. I forgot one step. I'm wondering if this is the same as the Commodore 64 Spelunker. If it did come out in 1991 for Windows. They didn't change the name. It's still just Spelunx. But it is possible that if you're just misremembering the name, then yes, it's the same. The era would be about right. You can get, this is just an emulator, obviously. There we go. But you can get this on Steam along with Cosmic Osmo, along with the Manhole, along with Mist for that matter. Monitors, menus, sound. God. There we go. All right, now we can try this again. Thinky. Broderbund. Cyan. Spelunx. Dancing music. So I don't think there's anything out here that you can click, which is unusual for a Rand and Rand design. You just go in. They don't make SID chip music like this anymore. No, they don't. For better or for worse, no, they don't. And this is of an era where all of these graphics are done by hand. I mean, they're done on the computer, obviously, because they're done, just this side of ASCII text. But this is all done by hand. It is kind of neat that there's a map here. I can't move the map. Can I move the map farther over? I can move the map farther over if I want, but I don't think I really want to. Let's go this way. I went the other way yesterday, so when I tested this out, so I'm going to go this way. Yeah, sure, we'll go this way. SID chip equals sound interface device. There you go. Learning every day. Ooh, looks like a playroom. What? So this has less. Oh, interesting. There we go. Ooh. Lizard. Let's change the terrarium temperature. Let's turn it all the way down. Lizards don't like that, but seems to be less to do in this. I can change it to Celsius. Excellent. There's nothing to do here. You go out and you go back in. There's more. See if there's more food. There is more food. Okay, good. So, like, if you go back in and you do stuff, you have to go back to stuff. Certain things. So it's -7 in here. Ooh, I'm gonna call that snake Sharptooth after my my wonderful on again, off again partner's daughter's snake. Let's see. Let's see if I change the temperature again, if it changes where these things come out, because that's the same thing. Just a little bit more. Okay, so no matter where you drop it, it drops back to that center spot. Lizard comes out a little bit differently. Nom, 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 nom. David, is this on a Mac or on an emulator? This is on a Macintosh emulator. My machine is a MacBook. I am an Apple user. However, it does... it's an emulator for the old Mac Classic. Extra hot. Let's see. Drop it here. So the temperature does change on how the lizard or snake comes out. Let's see what this is. Apple users have different brain structures. My wife is one of them. Love her. Yeah, you know what? I'll believe that. Oh. Ah, interesting. I have no idea what the point of this is. Clearly there is a point, but I'll be damned if I know what it is. I seriously have no idea what the point of this is beyond just bouncing it. Clearly there is a point to it. And it looks like I have to keep it bouncing because the brick thing changed a lot. You can see it's different there. But now, oh, I missed it. I will solve this if it kills me. Ah, so I have to bounce it back into his hands. Presumably before it shatters. All right, that's no, not that way. All right, that's that game. All right. A slow toad gets in the old bus. The slow toad gets in an old bus. The old toad gets on a line bus. The old toad hugs in a line bus. So this is just a matter of, I don't know what the bell is up there. Huh.
The old bat hugs in an line bus.
No, in an line bus. No, I screwed that up. I wonder if I can just do this in a tree.
A bat hugs in a tree.
Whee! Well, that's cute. Let's see if anything happens when I poke these. It didn't actually meow, but it looks like it's tried to meow. So he talks, but he talks quiet. So I'm going to just go over here and be quiet. No sound effect. All right. Oh, look, there's some more food. Hey, Jim. Welcome to Spelunx. Let's see if I change it down to here. So there seems to only be the 3 different images: fast, slow, and snake. Nice. Let's see what that's. Where is that due? Ooh, a clock. Fascinating.
A bat hugs in a tree.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to go back here. Let's change that. No, over here. There we go. So let's see.
The fact that ate a lime tree.
All right. So the fat bat ate a lime tree. We're going to go back out here. We're going to click that. We're going to let it do its thing.
The fat bat ate a lime tree.
Teehee. Okay, that's kind of neat. Where does that do? I'm not sure what you mean, Jim. We are playing Spelunx, which is still a precursor to Myst. And I don't know if it's just dumb luck that it happens to say October on this calendar. I'm going to say it is because you can change the calendar. But we'll leave it at October because it is, in fact, October. Let's see what this thing does. Lightning distance. What's it doing? Button. I don't know what this is doing. So it's about 3 seconds per kilometer. The lightning. So let's try that again here. We're going to take it down to 1 kilometer. Which will take a minute or so. All right, so a kilometer away. Go back into this viewfinder. Check out the thunder timer. So there you go. So this is learning to learn how far away lightning strikes compared to thunder. More commonly assumed it's the center of the storm, but no, it's just where the lightning strikes. Interesting. I'm going to quickly jump over here. I got a message, so I'm going to, and I just realized if I send this, I think they're at work, so it probably isn't going to be a whole lot of help, but just a reminder, if you are watching this on YouTube, the Rat Hole DOTCA, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. All right. And let's go back to the archive.com. This is on archive.org, just like the last several have been. Let's see what this thing is over here. Ooh. Airplane. It's like a holographic picture. I'm going to click it again. No. What's on this wall? Click the jack-o'-lantern. I wonder I wonder. I'm going to check this out, but I wonder if what that image is. Actually, I'll go to it right now. Changes depending on what month it is. Let's flip to December. That's a very obvious difference. Let's see if these change. No, they don't seem to. It does. The wall changes depending on what month you're in. Well, now I'm going to have to go back and forth a couple of times. But first, let's check out this little house. Click the orange. Pick the orange up. Do I do anything with the orange? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, burnt toast. Do was is what it looks like it says up there. Oh, interesting. It's just doesn't show you the thing. That's fine. Let's see what it does over here. See what's at the bottom down here. If anything, I'm sure there's something. There's always something. Looks like a sandbox. Maybe this is the bottom of the terrarium. Maybe the snake is going to get us. Ooh. I have no idea what this is. Let's push Bart. This is an anthill of some sort. Isn't doing anything. I don't like this nearly as much as I like Manhole and Cosmic Cosmo, because those just everything does something. Maybe it's a litter box. Maybe it is a litter box. What is this ant doing? I don't understand what's going on. Annie the ant comes from over here. Oh, it comes from the other side. I'm just going to let it sit and do something here. What are those squares? If you mean the ones in the dirt, I think they're just rocks. I'm going to let Annie do her thing. And then I'll let's see if I can move this. Because this is theoretically food. It was food for the other things. So let's see if it's food for the ants. Where is Annie going? Why is Annie going that way? There's food right here. Annie. Come eat the food. Maybe it's not food. Maybe it's just a pile of stuff. Well, let's push one of these. So these rocks can move. Let's just stop Annie. Oh, I covered up the food. Uncover the food. Let's try Annie again. Let's see what happens. Maybe you need to make a maze or something. Yeah, that's probably at least a possibility to do things. Annie did not seem to appreciate this. Just went away. All right. Actually, let's go like this. Come on. You up. Oh, Annie's still going. Go away, Annie. Stop. I don't know if it's the emulator that's slow or just the game, because it is built-in HyperCard, so it is going to be slow. Like a maze that is not so mazy. We'll just take Annie to Bart. Looks like Bart this time. See what he does. Eventually he does something, I'm sure. I can see him sitting there thinking. He doesn't seem to want to come out. All right. Annie's more active. Stop. Oh, did Bart just try to go at the back door? I think Bart just tried to go at the back door. I just noticed the sprinkling of sprites off to the side. What is she doing? Being slow is what she's doing. And we'll just block her in so she has to go this way. Oh, come on now. Go somewhere. She's going to go one square at a time and try and figure things out, isn't she? And he's not very bright. Why are you going backwards? Don't go backwards. See, yeah, see, this is why I put rocks, move the rocks, get so you can't go backwards. Sorry, Annie. Haha. This is not so exciting. Can you go anywhere? Can you go into Bart's little enclosure? It's possible that Annie can't go to Bart's enclosure. Move this block here. Let's move this block here. Let's move this block here. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Hey now. There was a frog there. That was unexpected. I still don't know what Bart is trying to do. Like, I want him to go out the other way. And he doesn't seem to want to. I mean, I wouldn't want to either, having seen that, but still. Come on. Ooh, the rock. All right, this is boring. I'm gonna go away. Clearly, you have to get it over to the frog, who will then eat the ant. I wonder if I take this over. I don't like it. Boring. Boring. Get me out of here. Oh, there we go. Now, as soon as I hit stop, that's when he comes out. All right. Fine. 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 Click some of these walls, see if something else happens. I'll say it just takes us back to the door. That was cool. It was interesting. I'll give you that. Let's see what this does here. Let's go back to November. Actually, let's go to November. This is an American game, so I'm willing to think it's going to be like a cornucopia or something. Yep, cornucopia. Called it. October. Let's see what September is. Maybe a pencil for back to school. A leaf. Okay, I can see that. I can get behind that. August. Midsummer could be a sun. See, there we go. July. Maybe ocean? Water? Flag. July 4th. Okay. I can understand that. June. June's a tree. There we go. May. Umbrella. Brings May showers. What is April? I'm gonna sneeze. I need to get back to my. Sorry, folks. I couldn't get back to the screen where I can mute that. April flowers bring May showers? Or is it April showers bring more May flowers? I guess we'll take a look. I still think it's April showers bring May flowers, but we'll go with that. March. No idea what March will be. Easter egg. Okay. I tend to associate April with Easter, but it could be in March. It's true. February should be a heart. Yep. And since it seems to be holiday themed, I'm going to guess January is going to be like fireworks or something. Dead tree. Okay. That's fair. Interesting. Is it? I've got a totally different scene on this screen. Oh, I don't know why. I see what's going on. Hold on. Little nose blowing. Heading out. Be back sometime. Thanks, James. Come back anytime. We love seeing you here. If you're here, no matter where you're watching, please give me a subscribe. Let's get out of this room, though. We've kind of seen all of the things. I wonder. We'll change the calendar. Maybe it'll change something on this. In theory, this should just bring the snake out from the bottom. So it didn't impact that. Where's out? Am I just blind? Where's out? Get me out of here. There it is. There's out. And clearly, I'm missing something because there's. So that'll take me that way. That'll take me that way. Because there's more space on this map, so there's clearly more things to explore. What they are, I don't know. Or where they are, for that matter. that was interesting. Secret door at the bottom. Let's go down. Click that. See what it does. The sun. Gives us a zoom in on planets. Let's zoom in on Uranus. All right, let's see what else is up here. Looks like a miniature coffee maker. Yep, that's a coffee machine, but there's no cup there. Ah, interesting. This is more educational than a lot of them. Sodium. Cadmium. Let's see. This should just blow up, theoretically. Neon. Neon should glow. This is, I don't understand why it's not glowing here. Like neon should glow. That's what it does. I understand. Maybe you have to. Oh, is that what's going on here? Do I have to? Do this. Ah, there we go. These all glow, but you have to vent it first. So you vent that, and then the sodium lights. Got it. Depending on where you're watching, please give me a shout out. Say hello. We're gonna ditch out of this. Let's see what this lamp does. That's about what I expected it to do. These are the clearly these are the canisters of gases. Oh, there's some RAM parts in there. Interesting. 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 I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's a flower pot. He's a space plant. Space plant. Space plant. Let's see what's on this one. It's the same. Okay, so the demo doesn't matter what you do. Stop. Stop. Zzz, 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 zzz. Dun. C A. Come on, get where I want you. Come on, there we. Yeet, yeet. Acceptable. Stop. Play. Let's take this out. That's on 5. Let's put 4 back in here. And just see what play does. This is not something I did. No, that's what's doing. It's knocking that. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Nothing good is my theory. All right, stop that. Put that one back in. Play. Whee! My nose is all stuffy today. Let's go over to the other set of drawers, see what's over here. Ooh, a button. Spelunx! Ooh! Did that just fly into the painting? Out of the drawer. And, yep, totally flew through the painting. Woo! Come on. Eek. Possibly geek. All right, let's try putting that mug back where it was. And try pushing that button again. Yay, I have coffee. Cheers, folks. Ooh.
Oh yes, welcome to Spelunx. Oh yes, welcome to Spelunx.
Welcome to Spelunx. Oh! Secret doors everywhere. Let's look at something. The History of Spelunx. Or How I Met Professor Spelunx by Mr. Pseudo. There is a town nestled in a quiet corner of Yonan Mountains. Yoyan Isle. It is a colorful town and a happy town. It is a town where I was born. The streets are paved with cobblestones, and every building is painted a different color. Pine trees tower above rooftops, and the delicate smell of pine wafts through quiet streets. The king of this town was getting very, very old, and he decided that he must appoint a successor to the throne, for he had no children. When I was still young, the king and his council announced the Great Games, the contest to choose the next king or queen of the town. Naturally, there was much excitement in our own little town. During the weeks prior to the Great Games, preparations were being made. People were practicing, practicing the events. A great feast was prepared. The streets were alive with talk and activity. The taverns were filled with old men bragging about their daughters and sons. Blue and yellow banners were hung across the sky, announcing the coming of the games. Maids and servants gossiped in the back rooms of the castle, and as the great games came closer and closer, the city's inns began to overflow with business and joviality. Our little town was quickly growing into a metropolis. Where was I during all of this? For the most part, I was working hard in the local smithy. I was an apprentice to the town blacksmith. While all the excitement went on around me, I busily forged the tools, decorations, horseshoes, javelins, armor, and equipment that would be used in the games. Since I was too young to participate in the games, it was my duty to help the mastersmith. But even the mastersmith was too caught up in the excitement to get much work done. So I found myself alone in the smithy many afternoons, while the mastersmith relaxed and gossiped in the local tavern. Bedtime story, apparently. It was one of those busy afternoons that something odd happened. I was busily hammering the shape of a helmet. The room glowed red with fire from the kiln. Sweat poured from my skin as echoes of metal. This is a long story. Echoes of metal beating on the metal bounced from wall to wall. The mouth of the kiln was stretched wide like the jaws of a dragon. Suddenly, white sunlight flew into the room. My eyes watered. Oh, what the heck? Excuse me, people. Suddenly, there, framed in a shroud of white light, was the silhouette of an enormous figure. I lost a breath and paused before I responded to this dramatic entry. "I'm sorry, sir, you startled me. How can I help you?" Without saying a word, the strange figure took a quick step inside and closed the door behind him. It startled me even more, and I stepped backwards, knocking over a bucket of water. "You're very young to be a blacksmith," he said, abruptly as he strode toward me. In the dim light, I could see him more clearly. He wore a black robe that reached from his neck to his ankles, to the ankles of his black boots. A fanciful hat was perched on his head, and his face was covered with a black mask. "Who are you?" I asked, with a shaking voice. "I go by many names, but you can call me Count Alexander," he answered, with come on. Apparently, we don't get the whole story. It's frozen. Well, seems like a good time for a break. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. We're going to leave that to see if it'll do anything. I'm going to turn on a little music here. And I'll be right back. All right. That was that's not supposed to restart. Bleep. That was Vampire Hunting Kit. That is the theme to the Paint Slinger. Where do I turn that off? Turn that off. So this is still frozen. So I guess we start over again. We wait. Actually, here. Watch this while I reload. You don't need to see all this. This is a quick trailer for Horses on Film. Horses on Film being the new show I'm involved in, premiering next Monday, not in 2 days Monday, but the Monday after that, with my cousin Cameron and Scott, both of whom are in the Happiness Patrol. So watch this trailer.
As film historian Jim Kitsis writes in his book, Horizons West, the call has echoed out over the lonely landscape of critical endeavor. What is the Western? We know it when we see it, but we also know the Western can be many things, a non-specific collection of elements or settings. The Western can be a hero, a villain, the wilderness, freedom, honor, savagery, or maybe all of those things, or maybe none of them. The American Film Institute defines Western as a genre of film set in the American West that embodies the spirit, the struggle, and the demise of the new frontier. But then sometimes the Western is none of those things, and yet the film is still a Western. Maybe the Western is a vibe, a feeling, an intangible spirit, archetypes of history or mythology. Maybe the Western is the sound of a hawk overhead, or the click of a gun, or horse hooves thundering across the prairie. Maybe it's a showdown, a setting where the desert meets the rocks, a dusty town, a snowy forest, or an old truck driving down the highway. The Western can be many things, all of those things, or none of those things. Sometimes the Western is a Western simply because there's horses on film.
All right, so we are back into Spelunx. Here we go. I'll see if I can find my way back to where we were. And we'll just not go back through that story. In case there was a reason for the crash. And also it was just a long story. I don't feel like reading it all. Teehee. All right, here we go. It's like 20 years too soon, but what that elevator sequence needed was a frog, like a little Molianor. Let's see, I go this way. I go this way. There we go. That's the right door. And we poke the fire. We'll go back down. I'll go back over here. I haven't actually looked at this, so we're going to go back over here. Let's look at the diary. My diary. This is long and boring. We're not watching the whole thing. Huh, look. Interesting. Eh. You can put that is the actual date. All right, we're going to leave that. The Spelunx builder. To whom it may concern, when Mr. Pseudo and I set off into the Yoyan Mountains to create our cave kingdom, we really had no idea how large the kingdom would eventually become. Things started simply enough, with a rather interesting office, which is where you are now standing. After the office was finished, we began to work on other rooms. One day, while we were working on one of these other cave rooms, a stupendous concept occurred to me that would later prove to be my greatest invention. I called this invention the Spelunx Cave Builder. What exactly is the Spelunx Cave Builder? It is an unbelievable combination of machinery, computers, heavy equipment, electronics, hydraulics, magic, and more. The Spelunx Cave Builder allows anyone to rearrange the entire layout of the Spelunx Cave. Rooms can be moved from one position to another in the blink of an eye. Tunnels can be built and torn down in a matter of seconds. Warp rooms can be added to any part of the Spelunx Cave. Large combination locks can be set to protect any secret portions of the cave. Even new rooms can be added to the Spelunx Cave system with the greatest of ease, allowing for virtually limitless cave. Of course, with all this power, we felt the location of the Spelunx Cave Builder should remain a secret. It wouldn't be good for just anyone to get into the builder and rearrange the entire layout of the cave. So Pseudo and I have hidden the builder on the secret mezzanine level of the cave where no one will find it, unless, of course, you happen to read this book. The only way to get to the mezzanine layer is to pull the elevator switch directly in between the top floor and the bottom floor. But the builder's secret location is not the only thing that protects the builder from intruders. There is also a decoder key that requires to open the panel that covers the builder. Without this key, the builder is practically off limits. Using the builder is rather simple if you found the Spelunx Cave and found this book and found the secret mezzanine layer and found the paper decoder key. You shouldn't have any trouble figuring out how to use the builder. So ends my description of the Spelunx Cave Builder. I think I've divulged quite enough. Interesting. Whoops. Didn't mean to click over there. Solar system. I'm just going to flip through this. I'm not even going to read it. No. Yeah, this is just long. But it is nice and scientific. So again, this is a learning thing. You can learn all about the distance from the sun, how long a day is, how long a year is, how big the planets are, the average temperature of the planet, moons, light from the sun to the Earth, how long it takes, Mars, Jupiter. I don't know what order they're going in. Io is not a planet. It is the fourth largest moon of Jupiter, but it is very interesting. And I can see it well with the P pseudoscope. Io is, Io. That's an I. Is the most volcanically active body in the entire solar system. Io has a 12-mile crust which covers an inner sea of molten sulfur. This crust constantly moves and shifts like a piece of paper floating in water. The surface of Io rises and falls up to 60 miles due to gravitational pull of Jupiter. When the crust breaks, it causes tremendous volcanoes, which have been seen spewing up to 130 miles, 200 kilometers, into the sky. Because of the many volcanoes, the surface features of Io are constantly changing. Interesting. There's a whole page on Uranus. Pluto. I have to admit, I don't know much about this planet at all. It's probably smaller than Earth's moon. Well, it's not a planet anymore, apparently. But I think it believes to be. Addendum to my notes on the solar system. I finished this book long ago, but felt I must go back and make one last change. The planets have always been my greatest hobby, so you can imagine my excitement when I discovered the ever-elusive Planet X. Mr. Pseudo and I have been so excited about this latest discovery that we've decided to go live on the planet for just a few years. We've just finished building the X rocket that will take us there. We'll be leaving in a few weeks, and we hope our previous cave kingdom falls into good hands. We can only take a minimum of supplies, but hopefully we will someday return to the Spelunx cave kingdom, bringing back with us a load of wonderful discoveries. Goodbye, Spelunx cave. Fascinating. All right, let's see what's going on in here. Ooh, ball. Let's click it again, see if the same thing happens. And then we'll go over and we'll click this one. That was expected. Ooh. Yep. I looked away for a second. I want to see that again. Little Mexican guy wearing a very small-brimmed sombrero. Chiquita. The usual thing that happens when you click the lights in one of these games. This looks like some kind of a game. Whoa! It was dropping you into the plane. Well, that hurt. It's nice to see that the plane does in fact turn around. Day or night, you move the. Can't burn the plane down though. Let's see what this door is. Now that we've uncovered the door. Got to do something. It can't just not exist. Seriously? The door does nothing? That is a massive disappointment. All right. Well, that's fine. No, that's not the one. That's what I wanted. Copy. Streaming. I guess we go up. The pseudoscope. I can't see. It doesn't seem to do anything. Let's go over here. Oh no, that's just because I jumped out of it, maybe. Interesting. Let's see if it'll show us something different in here. Oh, look at that. Shows us a shadow light. Hmm. Earth. Aren't we on Earth? What's going on? I'm confused. So that's Earth. In grid 1-1. And grid 5-5 is Jupiter. I want to bet 8-8 is Planet X. Oh. It's 8x9, not 8x8. And that's my reminder that I have to stream Spill the Geek Tea in 24 hours. Check out Spill the Geek Tea at Spill the Geek Tea 1 on YouTube. Saturn. Those not Planet X. Let's take a look at Saturn in the scope. Wee. Like, there's clearly more to this than what I'm seeing. The question is what? Teapot. A door in the teapot. Maybe there's a dormouse inside. It does not look like a dormouse. Hey, there's some buttons. So I went down one of these previously, so I'm going to go down it again. This is where I ended up when I tested things out. If this is the right place. No, this is not the one I was thinking it was. That's fine. Play. Play. Never did figure this thing out. Down. Right. That just does that. Like if I go to the demo, it does a thing. It does stuff. But I've not figured out how to make it do stuff. Oh. So I still have no idea how to make that happen. Like I can see the parts of it. but I can't actually see it work. I will say even the addition of this in 1991 is pretty impressive, and for HyperCard, no less. Like, this was a lot of processing. Like, I can't drag it on here. I can't. Right? Like, I can't figure out how to do any of this. It's really frustrating. There's all these other things here that exist, but I can't drag it. I can't do anything. Okay. Okay. I hit record. Stop. Play. They just appear. Okay. Okay. Let's animate. Play. It doesn't do anything. All right. That's fine. Record. Play. Okay. Okay. I'm getting this. I'm getting this. Record. Stop. Play. Interesting. And then we go, let's see. Stop. Play. Interesting. All right, let's try this. Let's erase this. Let's see. It's beeping the record button. That's why I can't do it. All right. There. And there. And then there. And then there. Then there. Then there. I don't like this. This is high tech for the time. But it's painfully slow and not what I'm in the mood for. No, but there's sounds. Play. I'm gonna try one other thing. Well, first, I'll just oops. All right, so I'm gonna try one other thing. I'm gonna turn the animate off. Tasty cake. Interesting. It is. I'll give it that. It is interesting, no matter what else it might be. It is interesting. Record. We're going to put this guy here. And then we're going to come down here. And down here. And we're going to put an airplane here. And rocket here. And then we're going to go animate. There. Oops. Play. We'll see what this does. Record. Animate off. Interesting. I'm sure if I played with... Shout it out. Tasty cake! I'm sure if I played with this more, I could fine-tune it and figure this out better. But I've already figured out more than I expected to, so whatever. Let's go to a different area. Let's go up to there. This is not where I wanted to be. That's fine. We'll go there anyway. We'll go to this one here. There we go. Let's see. We want some. We're building a tree, is what we're doing here. Let's see what the tree looks like. We'll do that. Actually, no. Let's go a little bit smaller than that. We'll do that. Cherries, apples, grapes, pears, people, no fruit. Let's grow people fruit. Flowers. Let's do that sort of flower. Let's check out what the leaves are going to look like. No leaves. We're probably going to go back to the maple leaf, but we'll take a look at these. We're going to do 6 fruits. Three flowers. Nine leaves. We push the button. Zaps the plant. It thinks. Thinks some more. It continues to think. Drops a seed. Plants the seed. $520-something seconds to maturity, which means I'm going to take another quick break, grab some more coffee, because that's a terrible plan, I know. But we'll let that tick away. I will turn on the music. We'll turn on... No, we're not going to turn that one on. That one's... All right. So that was something from nothing. That was Julie's Andrews. I use that theme for when I do reviews, video reviews. Meanwhile, let's just we're still waiting on this tree to mature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wander away from it and think about it. But meanwhile, I just got some of the International Quad Ball Association's Nations Cup, which is basically the International B Cup version of the World Cup. Team Canada lost to Team Norway, but did catch the flag. Lost to Team Germany, but caught. To be fair, Germany is the silver medalist from the World Cup, so even their B team is pretty darn good. Beat Team Celtic and got the catch. Lost to Team World, but got the catch. So we've got so we've caught the flag every game, which is pretty impressive. But unfortunately, we're not winning. That's just, those are the day one scores. This is taking place in Spain, so it's a little bit hard to figure out. So what we're going to do is we're going to wander away. We're going to go back into that screen. And I'm going to let this keep going. Because I believe if I go away, it actually sticks around. Whoops. Like it keeps time counting. I didn't notice the chirping last time I was here. Let's go to this one here. Pig-toed tree. I don't know what a pig-toad is. Interesting. All right, let's erase all that. One, two, three, four. Don't change. Don't change. No, let's do this. Play. It's like some serious industrial. Raw. Zing. Stop. Move the zing to here. Let's add another piano in there. Just to get the sound effects in there, let's add a box and a telephone and see what those do. I'm no good at music. We'll go away from that. We'll leave that, and we're going to see what this does. Now that I put something in there. This is more animation, I think. Play. A little headbanging action here going on. Play. Let's try that. Stop. All right, now let's see what this does. another screen. No, this is just the music again. Ah, I see what's going on here. So it's just a matter of which one of these actions we're looking at. Don't care. Let's see what's over here. Piggies. Lots of mouths. So we're going to go back to that original tree that we were growing over here. It should be fully grown now. Because this is a more advanced game. And so therefore should remember that we were here. There we go. See? 9 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some fruits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people fruits. 1, 2, 3 flowers. Now let's change the flower type. Yeah, let's do that. And let's grow grapes. And we're going to start this again. And we're going to leave. We're not going to do anything here. But we'll see what it does. So we'll leave. Leave. There's got to be more to this. Clearly. Now is it frozen again? If it's frozen again, I'm leaving. Excuse me for just a few moments, people. I have to answer this. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, that was a phone call I had to take. But I figured rather than leave, oh, that was interesting. I'll keep that piece of news sitting there. Had to keep. I kept going for you so you can see stuff, but yes, I had to take that phone call. It is my baby sister's 40th birthday this weekend, so we were making plans, and my mother wanted to make sure I knew what was going on, which is always a nice thing to do. But yeah, Spelunx froze on me again. But this time I built a smaller thing. So this was a simple one with just 9 grapes. If I go through, no fruit, flowers. Let's do one flower, nothing else, and make a new plant. Vienna Calling by Falco. I know Falco. I don't recognize that. I don't know that song off the top of my head, but Your Commissar is one of my favorites. I actually brought back a Falco CD when I was over in Europe years and years and years ago. Back when CDs were, a thing. And I still have it. Somewhere in a binder. So we'll let this tree grow. I made it nice and simple just so we can see it grow faster. 21 seconds left, give or take. 15 seconds left, give or take. Assuming it doesn't. There we go. 14. It's all worrisome whether it's going to freeze or not doing this thing. What we're going to try doing. That's more or less what the tree is. We're going to try building a big tree. With lots of everything. And then we'll go wandering and maybe come back. I like that flower. We'll keep that flower. We'll grow pears. 9 leaves. 9 flowers. 9 pears. I have no idea who that is. I hate when I get notifications about people and things that are like, I don't know who this is or what this is or what I'm looking at. It's like, I don't follow this person. Why is this person even on here? I don't understand. I hate it. All right, let's start this sucker off. And then we'll go wandering again and see if there's anything else we can find. There's got to be more to this game than what we've discovered. The question is, can we discover where the rest of that is? Be a good YouTuber and top that. Watching trees grow requires more patience than watching grass grow. That much is for sure. But with the computers, you can grow them faster. Be a good YouTuber and top that. Tap that or top that? Tap that. All right. So yeah, 750 seconds later, we'll have a tree. But we're gonna go wandering away, see if we can get somewhere else. Something else. Let's just see if I remember what these other ones are. So that was the animated thing. So we've seen both of these. Let's just see what the exit does. So here's the thing. There's this big giant map on the screen. And I've gone to all these places, but I can't, it doesn't want to grow. So we'll go this way. See if this does anything. All right, so we got a warning. I don't know if you were here for this time scales. There was a book that said there's a mezzanine level if you go halfway way up the elevator chute. So we're gonna try it here. Ha! I did not find this piece of paper that lets you use the secrety thing, but you know, yeah, there's a combination lock here, but I'll be darned if I know what it is. At this point, I'm just making a guess. Somewhere there is a paper that tells you where to do this. E, F, G, H. I'm going to try this. We're going to just poke this, see if anything else changes. That is the wrong password. On the upside, we found the mezzanine at least. So this is good. How do I get out of here? There we go. Is there anything else? And that's the same. Yeah, that's the same thing. So now that I confirmed that this actually exists, we can try and take another look around. See if we can find. There's a ball, a train, and a house. We're going to go back and see if that tree has grown. Why? Why not? We're going to see if there's another way. Anything else in here, too, while we're sneaking around. No. So it has remembered we pushed the buttons. So that's good. Still got. So we've only halfway to maturity here. So we're not gonna stick around for this. We'll go this away. This way. I don't remember what's what. We'll go this way. Right, this is this thing. But
A slow toad gets in an old bus.
does not give the correct time. Maybe there's an in-game time or something, but let's see if there's anything down here. No. I don't think I ever clicked this window. See it? All right, this is the ants. Don't really care about the ants. That was the lightning thing. There. We want to go this way. I'm going to go this way. I'll open this door. I am surprised at just how much time we've killed. We've killed almost 3 hours. Take away the breaks. Let's call it 2 hours worth of time. Exploring this thing. I wonder if I click the other. Somewhere there was a bookshelf. I don't remember where that bookshelf was. Here it is, right here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the history of Spelunx, but I'm not going to read it. I read part of it already. And it actively froze on me at some point. So we're just going to flip through it and see if we can spot any clues to the maker. My God, the story is long. I mean, it's great if you were doing stuffing. The ultimate toaster. Interesting. It's a right-handed toaster. Oh no. My God, I'm glad I stopped reading this because it's long. Which makes me wonder if at the end of this is not the key. Because patience. The unmasking of the Count. I really am glad I stopped reading this. All right, so we're at the end of the story. Let's see if anything else happens. Doesn't seem to. Well, that's disappointing. Right, I forgot about that. Rock tracking, sound tracking, rock velocity, timer, English. You can switch, turn the lights on. I did not see this previously. We're going to drop it. Way farther down. So this is more sciencey crap. You can see it dropping and how long it takes. All the way to the bottom. I forget how long it takes to get to terminal velocity. I also forget what terminal velocity is. But it seems to have kept going. Do one more here. So the light goes up rock tracking up here. And then sound tracking coming back up. Speed of sound.
Oh yes, welcome to Spelunx.
Oh, yes. Welcome to Spelunx. I may just give up. Like I grow weary of this. I wonder. I'm going to do this. Spelunx. Builder key. Secret room access. I still have no idea where that is, but that's okay. All right, we'll go tinker. I need this. All right, I've found the key. I still don't know where the key takes us. Like I don't know where it's been. It's entirely possible that it's in with all the rest of the other stuff. Elevator is to the left. I found a Spelunx discussion board. So we'll let that do its thing here. So according to this, I switch over here. I switch over here. All right. Umbrella. Umbrella is Z. Not Z, Z. Fish. This is also a different code than it was last time I was in this room. I'd just like to point that out. Fish is F. So I had the right idea, just didn't have the right letter sequence here. B, C, D, E, F. I have no idea what that face is. Is there a face? Lizard, moon, alien, teapot, pig. Smiley. What is that thing? I'm going to say that's a smiley, which is X. Nope, not a smiley. Could be an alien, I guess. Okay, it's not an alien. Trained heart, flower, fish, cave, lizard, moon. Next one could be a pig. Could be the sun as well. Looks vaguely like the sun. Let's try the sun. Oh, here. I think we have to get to. Hold on, back. Pig is M, so we'll try that since we have to pass it. I don't think that's a pig, but yeah. Sun is S. Q R S S. There we go. Ah! So it was, in fact, the sun. Oh, maybe because I was doing the elevator. This is map off, map on, map on, map off, map on, map off. Tunnel there. And say a warp tunnel here. Why is it turning off these? Fine, we'll do that. Now, how do I get out of here? Click that thing. Hmm. Down we go. And we'll see what's on this map when we leave here. Oh, the map's just gone now. Interesting. Go this way. That's the elevator again. Is a hole. No such window. Interesting. That's is broken. Ah, there we go. So that's the last big trick to it. I'm not going back to the tree. I've gone to the wrong level now. Hey, Jim, welcome back. Still going 3 hours in. I don't do 3-hour streams. I'm getting into the times that are tasty cakes level of stuff. Don't care. Why does that give me a message for that? No such window, but there was. So I click it again. Go this way. Did I just block myself out of the other stuff? I think I did. All right. You know what? I think that's a good time to pull the plug. I could play around with this even longer, but I don't wanna. No wanna. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate that. It's been an interesting 3 hours. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I mean, I've got Spill a Geek tea at 3:00 Mountain Time. So you can join me over there tomorrow. YouTube.com/@SpillTheGeekT. This past Thursday, episode 5 of the Happiness Patrol showed up. So YouTube.com/@Happiness Patrol Show. You can see my cousin Cam, my friends Scott, Melanie, and Jessica all getting together and talking about Rogue One, a Star Wars story. The whole premise behind Happiness Patrol is that we are tired of toxic fandoms. So we wanted to do something, talk about stuff that makes us happy. And in the first season, that's Star Wars. It'll be an interesting time to see what we do for season 2. We haven't, I think we've alluded to it. I don't know if we've announced it, so I'm not going to say. But we've got some great plans for season 2. We also have to make a decision on the end of season 1, because there is another Star Wars movie coming out, and it's going to come out right around that time. So we'll have to see what we're doing, and we'll have that conversation. As well, you can find me every Tuesday, youtube.com/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. This coming week, we are reviewing Vampire Weekend, which is the first Big Finish audio starring Mandeep Gill and Jodie Whittaker as the 13th Doctor and Yaz. We've been putting that off. We want to do it a little closer to Excuse Me. Excuse me. We wanted to do that a little bit closer to Halloween rather than when it came out in the summer. So we're doing that on Tuesday. And all debuting next Monday, so a week from Monday, Horses on Film, youtube.com/@HorsesOnFilm. Please check that out. This is Cameron and Scott and I talking about the IndieWire Top 100 films, Western films. So we've recorded a bunch of episodes. We've got another recording on Monday. But we're having a good time, and that will broadcast first thing Monday mornings. So if you're driving to work, whatever, you can don't watch while you're driving, but you can listen. There's nothing massively that you need to watch. You can listen just as easily to it on your way to work. I think I have it set for 6 a.m. Monday morning. So that's 5 a.m. for you time scales. And still 8 a.m. for those in the East. So there's lots of time to watch or listen on the way to work. And if we get the request, we could even shunt it earlier if we needed to. There's no premiere for Horses on Film. No chit chat in the for a premiere. We're just it's there. The episode drops. Because we're dropping it at stupid o'clock in the morning so that people can drive. We don't want you texting and interacting and whatnot. Please leave comments on it. But I'll give you one more take a look at the trailer for that.
As film historian Jim Kitsis writes in his book, Horizons West, the call has echoed out over the lonely landscape of critical endeavor. What is the Western? We know it when we see it, but we also know the Western can be many things, a non-specific collection of elements or settings. The Western can be a hero, a villain, the wilderness, freedom, honor, savagery, or maybe all of those things, or maybe none of them. The American Film Institute defines Western as a genre of film set in the American West that embodies the spirit, the struggle, and the demise of the new frontier. But then sometimes the Western is none of those things, and yet the film is still a Western. Maybe the Western is a vibe, a feeling, an intangible spirit, archetypes of history or mythology. Maybe the Western is the sound of a hawk overhead, or the click of a gun, or horse hooves thundering across the prairie. Maybe it's a showdown, a setting where the desert meets the rocks, a dusty town, a snowy forest, or an old truck driving down the highway. The Western can be many things, all of those things, or none of those things. Sometimes the Western is a Western simply because there's horses on film.
Boom, boom. Jim, yeah, my dad was John Wayne all the way. Definitely check it out. Please come. You can subscribe to that channel right now over on YouTube. It will not be airing on Facebook. It will not be airing on Twitch. Just like Happiness Patrol, it is strictly on YouTube. So please check that out. And yeah, we'd love to get your feedback. You can email horsesonfilm@gmail.com once it's up. You can just leave comments in the comment section, whatever you want to do. We would love to hear from you. In the meantime and in between time, that's it. Another edition of Stampede Wrestling. No, but seriously, folks, thank you for joining me. Itch. It's been one of those days. I appreciate you all hanging out with me for the last 3 hours. And hopefully I'll see you on Spell the Geek Tea tomorrow at 3:00 Mountain Time, 5:00 Eastern, 2:00 for time scales. I suspect I'll see time scales there. Just I don't know why I think that. I think it will. Excellent. And then let me just look at my calendar here, see if there's any other interesting things coming up. Horses on Film, Spill the Geek Tea. You won't see me anywhere on at the beginning of November. I've got Frankenstein starting. If you're in the Central Alberta area, check out Frankenstein Central Alberta Theater. It's going to look great. Super excited for it. But other than that, we'll see you tomorrow on Spill the Geek Tea and Tuesday on The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And until then, good gaming and goodbye. Back in